Am I live right
Weather
now?
going on.
Hold
I don't
on.
know.
Someone check my stream real quick.
Wait,
Okay.
is that severe thunderstorm watch gonna reach us or no?
It's,
Eventually, by around 4 a.m.
Fuck.
This is an all-nighter.
hey, most sergeants, watch the language.
You're live. You're live. You're live. You're live. You're live. You're live.
Yeah. Am I live right now?
So wait,
Yes.
am I not the SWIC server?
Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. On this Saturday of June 17th, right now, this Rise is here doing a live stream coverage here, along with fellow, SWIC head forecaster Ozarks. And we also have other friends here as well in this call right now. And right now, we're doing a live severe weather event specifically for a Derecho event that is currently unfolding. That's actually been unfolding for the past few hours since in Dodge City. And Dodge City's been out of the woods for at least a couple hours now, I would assume by now. But yeah, you can see we have this big Boeing segment right here that's just going to be plowing through to the east, and eventually it's going to reach us here in Springfield. But that's going to be like in the morning hours of tomorrow. So this is going to be pretty much an all-night event, especially out ahead for us, because we are going to be dealing and watching this storm. And somebody must turn that off. I mean, I'm trying to talk over here. That's kind of rude. And again, we have a tornado watch here that's in west central Oklahoma right now, but that's going to be expiring here fairly soon. But again, we have this severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect. Remind me of when that watch expires.
I think that one goes till 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay, so I would imagine they might even extend it even at least by another hour by the looks of things for right now, because I don't know how fast it's moving. This whole Boeing segment right here, as you can see, it sort of has like that backward C shape right here. And we also have one tornado warning right here. That's a county out away from the BVL county warning area. And again, we have that one tornado warning right there. We'll actually go that there in a second, but I want to give you guys a quick wide overview of what's happening right now. And you can see updates being issued right now as we speak. And again, numerous severe thunderstorm warnings, a blanket of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. And these are likely for 70-mile-per-hour winds and greater. And there's a little association with smaller hail within this Boeing line of storms right here. But yeah, we are still continuing to watch these storms as they push through into the western part of the BVL viewing area here. So we're gonna keep watching this as time does progress. And let's actually go switch to radar. And let me pull this up. Here we go. And as you can see, we do. And I'm actually gonna turn off the radar for a second. And just before we get into things, real quick, as you can see, what we're currently looking at right now is a wide overview of the day one outlook right now. So you can see this whole green area that you see right here. This whole green area stretching from all the way to Iowa, from parts of Colorado into Texas, and all the way into Georgia and into South Florida, or into Florida as well. That is a marginal risk. Yellow, that is our slight risk, and then the sort of a khaki looking color, we have a okay. Apologies for that. I had a little quick interruption there by somebody. And again, we had this enhanced risk right here, which indicates in this darker shade of color right here. I just saw we got a brand new tornado warning up here just to the east of Wichita right there, Ozarks. I don't know if you just saw that on radar.
Yeah.
And it just populated on the screen right now. But then I just want to quickly give you guys an overview of the entire outlook that we're currently have right now. That's going to be soon updated in the near future, or in the upcoming hours. Okay. So, and again, we have this severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect until 2 a.m. And as you can see, that tornado watch actually did expire. Looks like they expired at 11. So that's great news. However, that's because these storms are continuing to push eastward. And let's actually look at this. Actually, before we do that, let's look at this storm north of Oklahoma City. and you can see in this portion of the line how it's sort of there's a little bit of a comet head feature right here, sort of this little fish hook looking feature right here. That's what we call a hook echo right there. That's actually what we see to indicate a spin up trying to occur within this line of storms right here. And you can see that. You can see how it sort of does like that little fish hook echo. And we can actually do the velocity. Yes, or most signs.
On that tornado warning, there is a storm spotter report by Kilo Juliet Romeo Hotel. Rotating wall cloud, large rotating wall cloud west of Stillwater.
Oh wow, rotating wall cloud with that. Okay. So let's actually zoom in tightly on this. And there's still water, as most signs just mentioned. There's still water right there. And you can see, notice how I said that there's this little fish hook echo looking feature right here. And yeah, and our possible tornado is going to be right in this general area right here where my hands are in between. And you can see right on my right here. This is actually, did they just cancel that tornado warning? Because it just disappeared on the screen here.
Yep, it has been canceled.
Okay, so yeah, but then yeah, you can see it's a little hard to tell because we're a little bit far away from the radar side, and it's a little bit messy as we go a little bit further and further away from the radar side here. In terms of velocity wise, reflectivity though is still readable enough for it to be able to, depict any rotation. But there is still some evidence of some rotation. I believe this is what is that? I can't read. Hold on, I have to step off screen. That is 81. Yeah, that's basically on top of U.S. Highway 81 or State Highway 81, and there's I-35 right here, basically just on the east side of I-35 right now. And again, a tornado warning was actually issued, but then that was just moments ago been expired or canceled, I believe. So, and
by the way, Razzie, that tornado watch got canceled, and they reissued a severe thunderstorm watch for the same area.
Okay, so they just issued a tornado or severe thunderstorm watch for that instead. So they're not really seeing much of a tornado threat, but however, there is still a possibility for a brief spin up to occur within this line. We're not talking about long track tornadoes with this event. This is just going to be more of like a damaging wind event with a possibility of a brief spin up tornado going to be occurring with this line of storms here. And again, we still have that one tornado warning that's actually near Wichita, on the east side of Wichita, and it actually does include the east side of Wichita. So, and we can definitely see why they did. And like I said, there's a little bit of a comet head feature right there. A little hook echo right here. If you can see on reflectivity, a little hook echo right here. That's where our possible tornado is going to be, right in that general spot right there. And it's on the south of, I think that's 47th Street right there. There's the McNowell, or what does that say? That's McConnell Air Force Base right there. Basically just near and southeast of that. And there's downtown Wichita right here in this general area where on the top of your screen right here. And downtown Wichita is going to be safe from this. However, areas east of there need to be watching that ASAP. Because we got a tornado, possible tornado. I don't say a tornado is on the ground. I only say potential possibility of a tornado, because we don't have a confirmation of a tornado on the ground with that storm yet. And I say yet because we may have a spin up trying to occur right there. And you can see it on velocity. We do have some stronger outbound winds indicated by the red. Strong inbound winds going, pretty strong inbound winds going into the radar site. And the radar site is actually just behind me, as you can see, right behind me, just off the screen. And again, new radar scan right here. You can see there's still some weak evidence of rotation right there, but then the National Weather Service decides enough to issue a tornado warning just on that one. And it's going to be staying to the east of, like I said, downtown Wichita, and going to be east as well as the McConnell Air Force Base there. Places living in I'm going to step off screen real quick. places living in Springdale, Greenwich Heights, Rose Hill, especially on the north side, Lakeside Acres, Eastboro, Beach Factory Landing Field, Andover, Kansas. However, remember that one tornado that tore through Andover. That was quite the tornado that produced, or the damage that it produced in Andover. So Andover once more in a tornado warning. So Andover is no stranger to any tornadoes in that part of the world right there. And you can see there's Colonel James Jabara Airport right there on your screen right there. And you can see there's also a severe thunderstorm warning associated with this storm as well. So the National Weather Service in Wichita actually noting 70-mile-per-hour winds within this storm here. And you can see right here on the right side of your screen, there's Wichita State University right there. So that's just going to be staying just to the east of that area right there. And if you know anybody that lives in WSU or lives near that part, just let them know that this is just going to be to the east of that place. And then there's the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Highway right there that runs out of Wichita into Augusta right there. And this tornado warning, someone will remind me when this tornado warning expires.
By the way, Razzie, I have not seen any videos online yet of the tornado sirens going off in Sedgwick yet. There should be soon some stuff on either Twitter or SnapMap, and I'll be keeping an eye on that.
Okay, so
The tornado warning goes till 11:45.
11:45. Okay, so we just basically have 36 more minutes on that tornado warning right now. Again,
New SBA.
still radar indicated as we speak, but again, on the latest scan that just popped up, it looks like there may be a new one trying to develop on the north side of Rose Hill right here.
National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch.
There may be a new circulation trying to form down here, as you can see. This is the area that we were looking at earlier, and looks like they just trimmed the tornado warning a little bit, so they continued the tornado warning. And I would say there might be a little something trying to develop down here, but again, that is still to be determined as of now. We're still going to be watching.
Oh boy.
And we're still going to get a brand new severe thunderstorm watch that just been posted. Okay, so brand new severe thunderstorm watch just been posted.
We're getting a severe thunderstorm watch here as well in SGF. The 94.7 has relayed an alert for the following. Severe thunderstorm watch for Greene County, Christian County, Lawrence, Stone, Dade, Taney, WXL 46 area, beginning at 11:10 p.m. Saturday, June 7th, and ending at 4 p.m. June 18th.
Yeah, this severe thunderstorm watch goes till 4. It includes areas like Joplin, Springfield, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, all the way down to Monticello. So it's basically southwest Missouri, the rest of eastern Oklahoma that hasn't been put under a watch, good chunk of Arkansas from northwest Arkansas down all the way to southeast Arkansas. So that entire enhanced area.
GR2 has not updated for Springfield, but has updated for the TSA and the Little Rock area.
Alright, so as you guys been hearing, a brand new severe thunderstorm watch now does include the city of Springfield, Greene County, and as well as Rogers, Bentonville, Arkansas. Those areas pointing west now, including a brand new severe thunderstorm watch. If I heard that correctly, that it goes into effect until 4 a.m.
It goes until, it looks like, until 4:10 a.m. exactly.
4:10
Yeah,
a.m.
they up probabilities on it too.
Okay.
It's because the last one had 70 miles per hour. They're putting 80 on this one.
Okay, so looks like by the way the SPC has issued this severe thunderstorm watch, this previous severe thunderstorm watch is depicting 70 mph winds at best, but then on this latest one, they depict 80 mph winds on this, which is potential for this batch of storms right here, or for this line of storms rather, not batch. But again, that's 80 mph winds. That's very, very dangerous winds right there. And your phone will go off if you are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 80 mph winds. If the line of storms, actually the signs will go off if 80 mph winds are depicted within this line of storms as they approach us. So that's not going to be a good sign for all of us here. And we're still monitoring these storms as we speak.
The criteria limit for the Springfield Metro sirens are 75 mile per hour plus winds, or confirmed tornado by storm spotter, or tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service in Springfield, Missouri. That is confirmed by the EMA director himself.
All right.
I have been spaced out this whole time. What are the max winds currently? Because I'm too lazy to go check.
Right now, someone has to gotta look at that.
Let's see. I gotta get it from the Advanced Air Force Base. Radar.
It'd probably be quicker.
There it goes. GR2 updated for
Let me pop open those
counties.
two.
And
So-
again, we're still watching this one tornado warning that is still in effect right now. For a little rotation that just popped up on the in this line of storms right here, just to the east of Wichita right now, and it does actually include the city of Andover. However, if you're on the south side of Andover, if you're in Andover Point South, that is where the greatest threat is happening right now. But I'm gonna say this more over looks like a damaging wind threat rather than a tornado threat. But then again, a brief spin up may occur within this line, so just be aware that some rotation may briefly spin up and spin down without even short notice. So this can happen at any time very quickly with very little to no notice. So folks, please be careful out there if you're driving right now, especially. I know we don't have a radio station for this particular stream, but again, listen to the radio, listen to other your phone as well. Look at your phone if you get the chance. But yeah, if you're driving right now, that's a dangerous. I will say this actually. There's something now formed to the northeast side of Wichita. I'm looking at a very intense, what looks to be a very intense couplet right there, trying to form now on the northeast side of Wichita. There it is, and you can see that there is a little bit of a hook right there. The storm wrapping around itself right there, and it does match up perfectly there. And you can see right there on the northeast side of Wichita, Ozarks. If you guys can watch that as well, that looks like to be a developing tornado right there, or a developing spin-up tornado about to occur. There is no tornado warning on this just yet, but however, there could be a warning that could be issued for that at any time, or any second actually. So just please beware of that. Ooh. So if you're in Benton and points north, and if you're on the if you're north of Highway 254. You might want to. This is actually just past 254. It actually crossed near Greenwich earlier when it was back in Wichita.
And then just really quick to answer Blitz's question about highest wind speeds, I managed to clock in possibly around 100 near that Bow Echo.
Wow. Wow, 100 miles per hour in the Delta Tower of that storm, right?
Yeah, it looks. I caught that between Perry and Orlando on the.
Where specifically did you? Where is that in Arkansas, or I mean in?
It's out in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, okay. Oh, it's down here. Okay, I see that.
Yeah,
now.
southwest. Yeah.
And that was
Southwest
just a bit
area.
ago.
On the. What scan is this? The
what? Did you use the Norman? Did you use the Norman radar site down here?
I used the Advanced Air Force Base one.
Oh, it must be this radar right here. Yeah.
On the 1107 scan.
Okay. Well, okay, that was at 11:07, so that was about 10 minutes ago, approximately. So. And again, okay, there we go. Here's that brand new severe thunderstorm watch that we were talking about just about a few minutes ago, and you can see it does include quite a chunk of Southwest Missouri. You can see areas, pretty much areas west of U.S. Highway 65 from Springfield down to Branson, or actually from, let's say, all the way down from Bolivar, or actually, let's say from all the way up from Ebenezer on 65 down towards Russellville, Arkansas, points west. There is now a severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now, and it goes in effect until 4 a.m. And again, if you're just now joining us, this is Razzie here doing a live severe weather coverage here, and as long as with Ozarks and Mosarns here at the BVL office, and as well as some other viewers that we got here as well. And we're currently watching a potential derecho event currently unfolding right now, or that continues to progress through eastward. And I'll say this looks like to be more of like a derecho event rather than a obviously in a supercellular event, obviously, that we got going on here. So derecho, that's a pretty rare event to have here. But however, we've had back-to-back derecho events this week actually, and there we go, brand new tornado warning now, and that's the same rotation that I was just talking about for the that I've been actually watching. And so if somebody want to pull the details on that tornado warning, that would be really appreciative.
Okay, for northeastern Sedgwick
yes.
Butler counties, so 45. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Benton, moving northeast at 30. So radar indicated threat. Towanda around 11:30. Pot wind around 11:35. Includes Interstate 35 between mile marker 69 and 71.
Okay, so
Where is it at?
I just pulled up the correlation. This is northeast of Wichita.
Yeah, northeast of Wichita.
Okay.
And I just pulled up the what we call the correlation coefficient. There is currently nothing there, but I would imagine there might be a brief spin up trying to occur right there, because that's a very impressive signature right there. We got some strong outbound winds on top of Benton, Kansas right now. That is very strong winds right there. Let me see. We can actually look at that right now. And I'm getting 80-mile-per-hour winds inbound, or outbound rather. Yeah, 80-mile-per-hour winds at least with that one. And pretty strong inbound winds as well with it's pretty strong inbound winds. So that's probably about, if you put 2 to 2 together, we're getting about at least 100-mile-per-hour gate-to-gate shear right here with this particular rotation right here.
So we have a second line forming down in the southeast Oklahoma on top of this one.
Oh, I do see that. I do see that, actually.
That one's a little bit more potent. That one is hail and wind versus this northern one just being wind.
Yeah,
right now.
I am looking at the. Actually, I'm using Tulsa's radar for this, but yeah, that I can see there's a little bit of a Boeing segment from Stillwater to Iowa Nation to Edmond, Oklahoma. And you can see that pretty well there on the radar. You can see that there's a little bit of a backward C shape. If I step on screen real quick, you can see that there's a little bit of a backward C shape right here. That usually indicates strong damaging winds right there. We're talking about 70-mile-per-hour winds, potentially close to 80-mile-per-hour winds with that part of the line right there. I think this whole line might be moving, or might be producing 70 to 80-mile-per-hour winds. And also, if somebody wants to read the, if there's like a mesoscale discussion associated with this severe thunderstorm watch, this latest severe thunderstorm watch that was just issued, if somebody wants to read the details on that.
The last one was issued about 2 hours ago on that one, because the watch, they've been pending the watch since, they've been warning about it since about 8 this evening.
Okay.
They just finally went with the go-ahead.
Okay, so it looks like the SBC decided, or the Storm Prediction Center, we call it the SBC, decided to probably issue a severe thunderstorm watch, probably for the reasoning of, this is a pretty strong damaging wind event, derecho event going on right now, 70, 80 mile per hour winds depicted, So I think they played with the save game here. So that was a smart move from the Storm Prediction Center there out in Norman, Oklahoma. And again, still got one tornado. We still have a tornado warning that still continues. That practically includes the west side of El Dorado, Kansas. Pretty much includes the north side of Towanda. If you're in the south side of Towanda, this is going to be a close call. But if you live on the north side of Towanda and pointing north, you got to be in your safe place right now. Lowest floor of a building, by the way. If you're in a tornado warning, this is a classic thing you got to do. The very first thing you got to do, get to the lowest part of a building, if possible. If you have a basement, that's perfect. If you don't have a basement, go to the most interior part of your building, home, structure, wherever the case you are currently at right now within this tornado warning. Make sure you're in those places. However,
at night.
if you don't have a basement or interior or the most interior part of your building, try to try to get to the most interior part of of any room or like any part of the house, like whether that might be a closet, bathroom, your bedroom possibly. Make sure you're far away from any outside windows or from windows that go to the outside. And
destructive SPR.
Okay, let me get that into in a second. But
A what?
Let me get to there in a second, Ozarks. I just want to quickly explain what to do if you're in a tornado warning. And I do have a map for that. Let me just quickly put that up.
Did you say destructive SVR?
If you're in a
Destructive
tornado warning,
SPR outside of the Tulsa Metro.
And calling my friend.
Oh wow. Okay, so we have a destructive 80 mile per hour winds for the city of Tulsa right now. And most sergeants, you might want to mute yourself for a second because I'm trying to explain things here for a second.
Yeah. Just mute yourself just really fast.
Okay, so if you're in a tornado warning, make sure you go into the most interior part of your house. If you're driving right now, I would try to pull over, go to the nearest exit. But however, if time allows, you could possibly outrun the tornado if and only if time does allow. If you have a lot of time ahead of this tornado warning. But again, if you have a storm shelter, that's the best place you can be. If you have a basement, that's the best place you can be. If you don't have any of those, the most interior part of your house is the safest place in your home. A closet, a bathroom, even your own room. Also, bring a helmet with you. Bring a baseball helmet, a football helmet, even a bicycle helmet with you. Research over the years has proven that if you bring a helmet, such any of those like I just mentioned, that will actually reduce the injury of brain injury or of head injury rather, because your head, it has the brain. The brain's the most important part of your body in order for you to function. So you need to have that in order to be to keep yourself safe from everything. But yeah, let's go switch back to radar here. And again, we still have this one tornado warning right there. That still continues right there. And actually, let's go down to the south. And you noted a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for where again, Tulsa?
Outside of the Tulsa Metro.
Okay.
Should be in the Tulsa Metro within the next 20 minutes.
Okay, and how fast is this storm moving, Ozarks? Because I can actually do a time on this.
It is moving east at 60 miles per hour.
East at 60 miles per hour. Okay, let's go ahead and track this out real quick. If I can get a better... So let's put it all the way up to the radar side, moving east at 60 miles per hour. And looks like we're going to be... Okay, so here are times of arrivals, okay? So, everybody, if you're in any of these communities that are on screen right now, these are the times of arrivals. Now, these are estimated times of arrivals. These may not be accurate. They may be at least 5 or 10 minutes not accurate enough. They may be 5 to 10 minutes less accurate. So, please be aware of that as well. But these are estimated times of arrivals, so these are the communities that are going to be impacted. This does include the city of Tulsa. Let me go down to Tulsa real quick. And I apologize for people who are looking at their community. So Tulsa is going to be there in less than an hour, according to this track that I put on here. And it might come a little sooner than that, so just be aware that you don't want to wait 56 minutes until a tornado or until the storms come into your area. You want to be indoors out ahead of this. I know Tulsa is not officially in a severe thunderstorm warning just yet, but however, due to the speed and movement of this storm or of this line of storms right here, I would probably head indoors immediately right now. Especially if you're driving, I would pull over, or I would, since you're out ahead of this, I would try to find a safe place as soon as possible. Pull over if it's too
in
late
general,
for you.
like treat this as like a tornado. It
Exactly,
doesn't matter.
yes.
Just treat this as a tornado.
Yes, treat this as if this is a tornado warning.
Basically, tornado force winds.
Yeah, we basically have hurricane. We even have Category 1 hurricane winds right here, in even tornadic like winds here. So, and flying debris will be possible with this. So please be careful out there, especially if you're driving right now. These storms are packing a punch. These storms mean business. These are mean storms producing 80-mile-per-hour winds with this part of the storm right here. And that could do some pretty substantial damage there. So we want folks to be safe there. And
if you're driving right now, I personally recommend to go to like a not on the road, like a restaurant or something, and just kind of
Or a gas station.
down for a little bit.
yes,
Yeah,
please
but-
wait out the storms in those types of businesses wherever a business will let you in, essentially. And then, and as you can see, I'm showing the times here. I'm slowly trying to get everybody's communities on here. We have Okaiwa there in 39 minutes there. And again, all these communities here. Oakhurst, 44 minutes. Kiefer, 46 minutes. Turley, 52 minutes. Tulsa, like I said, in 53 minutes. Bixby, 55 minutes. And then so forth and so on. Broken Arrow in about an hour. Broken Arrow, I mean, in about an hour. Then we got Redbird in 72 minutes. So that's about an hour and 12 minutes. And then all the way down into Degroat. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. But that's also going to be there in about an hour and 12 minutes. So in a population of almost 100,000 people are going to be affected by that. By these storms here. Probably likely more than 100,000 actually. Or, I mean, actually, sorry. That's a million right there. Almost a million. My apologies right there. So we can clear that out of the way now. And again, we still have that one tornado. I actually have not done the track on that, on this tornado warning up here. Northwest, or northeast of Wichita. So let me just do a quick track on that. And this is moreover looking like a damaging wind event with this part of the storm right here. And yeah, you can see there's not really much of any indications of rotation there. Not very strong evidence there. Definitely damaging winds right there for sure. And we can actually track that out. Actually, Ozarks, what's the movement on this storm, on this tornadic warning
On
right
the
here?
tornadic one, let's 30.
30 miles per hour. So this part of the storm is actually moving a little bit slower than the one that's actually occurring down in the south right there. So let's put there. This is moving northeast, right? Or is it moving east?
It is moving northeast.
Okay, so let's put in this general fashion like this at around 30 miles per hour. Okay, so here we go. Oops. As you can see, we have Hopkins in about 13 minutes, DeGraff in 26 minutes, Chelsea in 29 minutes, Aikman in 43 minutes, Casode in 50 minutes, and Matfield Green in about an hour and 6 minutes from now. So, I would not wait. Okay, if you're in any of those times like I just mentioned, don't wait. Let's say, don't wait whatever in Greenfield, or whatever the last community was named. Yeah, don't wait an hour and 12 minutes for a tornado. You want to be there in your safe place sooner. You want to be there immediately. Now I know Matfield Green is not officially in a tornado warning, but again, that could change at any time. Even though, despite the fact that we don't have a very pronounced signature, we have a more of a damaging wind event going on down here, pretty much on top of Towanda, and approaching the west side of El Dorado, Kansas right now. And we'll actually take a quick overview real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
I've got a friend that is in West Wichita, and apparently their older system of sirens are currently going, but their newer system is only going off in the polygon currently.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, so the...
ATI moment.
So
Sorry.
There's sirens going off there right now, or no, no?
They were earlier. I just asked. He said that they did go off. Their older system went off for the entire county. Their new stuff went off in the polygon only. Yes, but yes, they did go.
Okay. So that's some information that we just got passed along there. Sirens going off down there, or up there rather, earlier for the entire county when this whole severe thunderstorm warning was issued. Or was that for that one tornado warning?
Tornado warning. They only go for tornado warnings.
So that was for that tornado warning that was issued when that tornado warning was first issued several minutes ago.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back down to the south, because I know this part of the line seems to be packing a punch now, and we're actually going to be switching over to Tulsa's radar now, since it's progressing more eastward and going away from this radar site over here. But yeah, we're going to be using Tulsa's radar right now, and look at that. Look at that line right. Look at that bow echo right there. That's a very strong indication of very strong damaging winds.
I've got a friend that lives in between the highway, the connecting highway from Drumright to Cushing. He's currently not home, but his dad is. If he was home, I would be able to get a update on that very large, that's a direct hit to his house right there, if he was home.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to be back. I'm going to grab a quick water. If you all want to take over coverage for a second, that'd be great. Just going to grab a quick water and a little bit of a quick snack as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to have radar on this screen right now.
In Norman, Oklahoma. Outflow boundary just went through, caused pretty good amount of damage out of Norman.
I'm going to check snap map around the Cushing Drumright area.
Yeah. Go for that. Let's see.
I've contributed so much.
I probably want to go check Oklahoma's map. Okay. This is...
I'd say for people who are in affected areas, I don't know what they are. But, for people who may get their house damaged in a tornado or something, I'd prepare your shelter if you have a shelter, a basement or interior room or something, whatever you have. I'd prepare it and get all the important things that you don't want to lose in there. I don't know, stuff that's important.
I can attest to that. There was a long story short, a tornado. The tornado that hit Joplin was it 2011 or 2013?
2011.
Okay, so in 2011, tornado hit Joplin, and the winds up so high were so fast that there were pictures and documents spread across up into Bolivar, Missouri, and over into Lebanon. You could find documents and pretty much any debris from that tornado up in Joplin and Bolivar area, or even in Springfield, because people didn't secure their things. So make sure you get stuff in your shelter you don't want to lose.
But also pets and stuff like cats, because I know cats can be not good at this kind of thing of listening to commands. So if you have like a basement or like an interior room, I have something to do where it can be closed off, I throw your animals.
Storm report. Just got word from the friend that has his dad living between Cushing and Drumright. Not confirmed yet, but it seems to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because it's now hitting him. I'm going to look at, yep, it is now hitting him, so...
Let's hope he's okay. Unrelated, but the storm that's hitting me seems to be moving out of the area, so no more spooky thunder. There's also another storm coming, so I'm probably going to be going to bed. I'm probably going to be hopping off within the next hour, possibly, because
I'm probably going to get off in about...
storm hits.
I'm probably going to get off in 30 minutes or so.
Alright. I don't know, we'll see. I might even stay up the whole time.
I mean,
So let me
I
check.
just we don't have a choice because this bow echo segment should actually impact me within the next few hours, so that's gonna be fun.
Okay, the way the severe part of the storm is moving, it looks like it's gonna miss me, but I don't want to take chances. So, whenever I get tired, I'm gonna go to bed, but, you know, no promises.
So
This is
yeah,
pretty interesting, actually.
it is honestly because I haven't experienced this like in recent memory, but I do want to know that these storms are actually moving faster than what was predicted initially. So timings have shifted a whole lot. So I would say Tulsa Metro within around 12 a.m. Rogers, Bentonville, Northwest Arkansas, and Joplin. I would say.
Okay,
around
okay, Ozark. I don't want to
1
alarm
a.m.
you. I don't want to alarm you. Tulsa.
Yeah, I just like popped it.
90
in.
mile
They
per hour
popped
winds
it
for
quicker.
Tulsa right now. Got 90 mile per hour winds heading to Tulsa right now.
Bart, I don't want to alarm you. What is this?
I have returned.
Welcome back.
We have 90 mile per hour winds now for the city of
Yeah,
Tulsa now.
90. For
For
Tulsa.
who?
For Tulsa.
Tulsa. All of Tulsa.
Tulsa is... Oh.
Tulsa's done no.
Alright, so a brand new
I will
severe
take
storm
shelter
warning
right
now
now.
that includes the city of Tulsa. We're noting 90 mile per hour winds with this. This is wow. That
What,
is
do you think that they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm emergency if they haven't already?
It's destructive attack, which is basically the severe thunderstorm emergency.
So,
Yeah.
Tulsa system should be going now. They've got a system of Whelans, some older stuff as well. But they should be going now as well because they follow the same, I believe, the same criteria limit of 75 mile per hour plus winds.
okay.
And is that confirmed or is that...
Oklahoma Mesonet's reporting 80 out in eastern Oklahoma, so I would assume
Christ.
I would expect 90
what is this,
in
like
the,
a
in the strongest
ratio?
pockets.
This is a
When-
derecho.
This is a derecho at this point.
I would not be surprised if this is not classified as a derecho at the end of this event.
So I
Yeah,
have a
this
friend
is-
right now. He is driving right now in the heart of Tulsa on the Interstate 64 and the I-44 interchange downtown Tulsa, heading towards Sand Springs.
Tell them to pull over,
He's
get
got
over.
to
Yeah.
move indoors immediately.
He's gotta go to a gas station and hunger
like
down
now.
right now.
It's coming quickly though. I think the movement.
It's moving. Yeah, it's literally moving faster than what was forecasted.
Okay, it's
and
moving
this
east at
sucker's
50
just
miles per hour. That's pretty fast movement right there.
Yeah, that's about highway.
This
And-
is getting scary.
And this is producing 90 mile per hour winds. Yes, this is pretty. This is gonna be scary for the city of Tulsa right here. Tulsa International Airport, Broken Arrow, Sand Springs, Sperry, Owasso, Sapulpa, Jenks, Kiefer, Glenpool, Bixby, Bristow, Depew, Oilton, I believe it says. Oilton's being impacted right now as we speak. But yeah, all those places that I just called out in those surrounding areas, you guys gotta be in shelters now. Treat this as if this was a tornado warning. Because even, it doesn't matter if there's no tornado, because 90-mile-per-hour winds in a widespread area, oh boy, we're talking about widespread significant wind damage right there.
Something I want to mention is that this is probably easily the most scary storm I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I'm actually got chills right now, and I'm in Florida. But like, not only is this like a risk for a tornado can spawn can like go anywhere, pretty much anywhere at any time, but this storm.
Oh shit! Hold on, guys. I really just spilled water. Fuck off. Hold on.